dreadlocks that are being put on men and women. And that's a long conversation, because my guest of the day here and I are just discussing on the perceiving on how people who wear dreadlocks are perceived in society, just generally. And we have narrowed down to one point that this is especially with older folks, that means our parents, our pre-C millennials. Millennials into Gen Z, we might be doing a bit well. Yes, Gen Xers and boomers, and just the whole perception of people wearing dreadlocks. And I think there is more to it. I think when I was going through all that, I was thinking there is more to someone than the way they choose to wear their hair or style their hair or look like. Generally, there is more to it, and it seems like we are going forward is still a conversation to be had, because I think we should have a sit down honestly and just talk about people wearing dreadlocks and how they are perceived in society. But generally, we do think that it is getting better, but still our older folks are still stuck on relating that to mischief and misbehavior, and that you have to look a certain way with your hair, especially if you're a man, because ladies, we kind of get away with it to some bit, honestly, but men on the other hand are having it very easy. But also I think we need to go back to ask why. Why did that happen? So I don't think this is the last time we will be hearing of this feature. I think that is a whole other conversation that we should honestly sit down and even probably find a number of guests, who are wearing their locks, and to just tell us how they are finding a job has been, running a business has been, how has other people's perception of them, how has it been? Because that's a long conversation that we should definitely sit down and have. But I think this is where it begins, because we have to refer back to history to know what we are expecting in the future. So we are going to be running that once again, and even not just today, but for a wholesome conversation. But what do you think? What is your perception of people with dreadlocks? I think that is the question I'd like to know from you this morning, even as we continue with our conversation. What is your personal, let us leave alone society and authorities and everything that we could talk about, but what is your first perception when you see someone with dreadlocks? What is your first perception? I'd like to hear from you. Of course, you are commenting on YouTube, where we are streaming live right about now this morning. I'm going to be waiting for your comment, but I'd like to know, what is your perception of a person that is wearing their dreadlocks, and specifically men? I feel like I want to lean to men specifically, because that is where a lot of debate is. So what is your perception of a guy that is wearing locks? I'd like to hear from you. Talk to me about it right now, even as we continue with our second conversation of the day, because we want to have a sit down and talk all about creative arts, because we are here. We are Art and Culture Monday. So we want to talk about different forms of art with a creative artist that is taking, the airwaves by storm because of the amazing work that he is doing. So right about now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to jump on to our lounge number 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As promised from the very beginning of the show, I am not alone. Once again, I'm joined by a gentleman that is doing amazing work, phenomenal work in the world of art, and he is really good at it. Good morning. How are you doing? I'm good. You're good. You reminded me that we met pre-COVID.
Imagine.
That's
how many years? Like 4
years?
Yes,
like 4.
Yeah.
That's a long time. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
I know I was pretty new then. Okay, karibu sana. How have you been?
I've been doing well. Hustle tu kunje. Na shule pia.
Hustle na shule. Please say hi to our audience, because they may be wondering, wengine hata maybe hawakuwa KUTV at that time. Just say hello, tell us what you do, and then we jump into the interview of the day.
Hi viewers, my name's Max Job. I'm a creative, I'm a designer, and I'm a sports enthusiast as well.
Yes, sir. You are a sports enthusiast. Yeah. I didn't know. Okay, so when you say, wait, when you are team gani?
Arsenal.
I'm out. Can I just like walk out of this set and just?
You're supposed to change your team.
Yeah. Do you play any sport?
I play hockey.
You play hockey.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Bonnie does that.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been with Bonnie.
Yeah.
Since then up to now.
Yeah.
We are still with him.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So hockey it is.
Yeah,
so that is the sport, and I know you two do enjoy that because he does. I didn't know you do.
Yeah, I do enjoy.
Yes.
I do a lot because it's something that I've been doing since I was like 7-8 years.
7-8 years.
Yeah.
Why hockey? Like what drew you to hockey?
One thing we were brought up in an environment, sporty environment actually, and we used to participate in all kind of sports in terms of hockey, football, rugby. It is indoor games, but now as you grow up, you find your interest.
Yes.
In terms of your size and your peers as well, because ile environment tulikuwa, most of our peers used to actually play hockey. Na tulikuwa na reigning champions wa hockey.
Yes.
Around our hood. That is friends could come sing, ilikuwa inatupea that motive ya kutrain sana. That's why I chose hockey.
Yes, that you landed at hockey.
And I'm into a hockey family as well.
Yes. Okay. Does that mean that you're making a living? Are you making a living out of hockey?
I can't really answer that right now because it's another different story.
Yes, it's a long hold. Will you come back here to sit down?
Yeah.
We talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So because you're a man of many talents, so I feel like you have said, I know we might just convert this into a sports show, which it is not. So let's go back to art. 2019 or early 2020 when we met, what were you working on then?
During that time, nilikuwa nimemaliza now my undergraduate.
Yes.
Nilikuwa na try to figure out how life is, and in art now. In school, you've learned a lot of concepts in terms of design, drawing, and all that. Now you have to figure out now your own path.
Yes.
In terms of now what you want to do and how you want to carry yourself as a person, as a craft.
Yes.
Now during that time, nilikuwa natafuta. I graduated with a degree in fine art, but graphic design. But now, in the graphic field, we have a lot of lots that is, and a lot of what is happening.
Yes.
And I really wanted to do a different thing because in graphics, I have the concepts, and now I really wanted to accumulate something different from graphic design into now to perceive into the current world and what is happening.
Exactly.
And nimekuwa nafanya a lot of realism drawings and to portray what has been what is happening and what has been happening in the current life, because the more you grow, the more you I can't really call them challenges because itakuwa ina sound in a different language.
But life in general.
Life in general, because life you have to enjoy, be it tough, be it soft, be it happy, be it sad.
Yes.
So in that kind of aspect, you wanna find that una put into now the craft itself.
Amazing. So I want you to define. You've talked about realism, and someone might be watching and they're like, what did he say? So realism art, like, just define for someone who's watching for the first time and wondering, si kuchora tu.
Realism art is a concept whereby you're depicting something that it's happening into drawing. For instance, I can use an example of your joy or happiness into now the real picture.
Into a picture. Okay. So like real life events or real life happenings, like you can draw a really happy person, a really sad, like ukiangalia your picture, you feel the emotion that is coming with it.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So we are learning. We are learning. I like to call here because I want to understand that. So now you are doing your postgraduate, and you mentioned what is it on specifically. I know we talked about that before we started the interview, but for our audience?
I'm actually doing my postgraduate here in KU.
Yeah.
And now they have told you the more you grow, the more you realize you need to do different things in life. And I came back to do a different thing besides now the drawing aspect and the design aspect. I'm actually doing postgraduate in fine art, but now ceramics.
Yes.
Now it's a different concept.
Exactly, because I wanted to ask why. Why did you choose to do ceramics?
I always believe one thing. No, art is so wide. Art is so wide, and
Very.
you can't really do what you've been doing behind back. And I really wanted to do something different and
Yes.
to portray a different concept in terms of my portfolio and my well-being in terms of craft.
Yes.
Because drawing and design is something that I've been doing since my undergraduate.
Yes.
And now ceramics, it's a different concept depending on what you're doing and your projects as well. Because
Yes.
ceramics deals with the concept of mud.
Yes.
Kama udongo, unacheza na udongo. But
Yes.
now unatumia so many elements in
Yes.
terms of mixing. Just wazungu wametuletea a lot of things in terms of unaona hizi glasses,
Yes.
hizi mugs,
Yes.
kunakuwa na some particles zenye una mix na udongo zenye zinakupea that shiny aspect,
That shiny look. Yeah.
and tiles as well, because ukiangalia most of the nini zinakuwa imported apart from being kutengenezwa hapa.
Yes.
But most of the tiles zinakuwa imported na the mugs as well. And ukifanya your own research unapata kuna so many things zenye we actually lacking.
Yes.
In terms of kuunda hizo mugs and tiles. Now
Yes.
in the research aspect unapata you actually learning a lot of things zenye zinakupea different results.
Yes.
Now in the process unapata unafanya different things zenye zinakupea now the aspect that and the concept that you want to do.
Yes. So in ceramics, there are a lot of materials. You're saying there are a lot of materials that are not from here locally. So you have to get them here, then mix up, then like there's a lot that is going on before you can have a complete
setup of
yes.
your project.
Yes.
Because kuna some of the materials that are locally made, not really locally made, but locally it's a naturally found.
Yes.
Because ukitafuta vitu kama glaze is a shiny aspect.
Yes.
Unazipata into rocks, into river banks, because it's a soil.
So they are naturally found. That's what you're trying to get to.
Exactly, It's a ni kama soils and rocks. So ukifanya research unapata zinakuja in a different aspect and different colors as well.
Yes.
So unapata kuna color yenye ukimix na different color from a different environment.
Yes.
Unapata inakupea a totally different
yes.
result. And utataka kuitumia in your projects. Right?
Yes. Wow. So that means there's a huge scope, especially in the now fine art ceramics that you're doing. You're getting to learn way more than you thought was presently there.
Yeah.
And I think that is art, because art is broad. Like, I mean, if we start with your paintings right here and everything, like, and how each moves you, to a very different dynamic. Because I'm like, I didn't know you could actually draw water, like naikae real, by the way, like what you're seeing on your screens, naikae like actually very real. And I don't know how, because you have been away from here for a while, how can you say your art has improved? This one that is in studio, how has it become better over the last 4 years?
No, the more you progress in life, the more you learn a lot of concepts. I came back, and when I came back doing my postgraduate, I learned, art drawing, you have to do a lot of research.
Yeah.
In terms of materials in unatumia, in terms of, let's say, paper, drawing materials. Ukizi combine,
Yeah.
una learn yenyewe. Kuna so many concepts. Unajua undergraduate tulikuwa nafanya tu nakwambia yo, okay, take this paper,
Yes.
go and draw because you want to paper. Maybe for instance pencil,
Yeah.
pencil. Walikuwa wana kulimit sana.
Yes,
Now,
pencil, charcoal.
leave alone charcoal.
Yeah.
Kuna tu pencil, kuna different variation and different ranges za pencil.
Yes.
But now ukifanya na postgraduate wanakwambia go and do your own research.
Yes.
And explore everything because in drawing and in undergraduate unafanya a lot of tests. Use all kind of samples that you have.
Yes.
In terms of unaweza pata unachora kwa mabati, unachora kwa glass, but now wanataka waone that kind of concept.
Yes.
The material yenye utatumia ndio let's say for instance charcoal stick kwa glass ama charcoal stick kwa mabati ama charcoal stick kwa board ama charcoal stick kwa karatasi.
Yes.
So the more you do those kind of research and those kind of unapata a lot of concept. Now you start mixing.
Yes.
all those kind of tests that you're going to find.
Exactly. So postgraduate is wider. It gives you space. The world is your canvas.
Exactly.
Like Jibambe.
Go and explore everything that they would related to.
Yes.
Your ideas.
Exactly. And I think I'm liking what I am seeing. If I am one of your lecturers, Huko, I am liking the things that you're putting together. Let's go kidogo because this is a question for every specific artist. There is a time they take. How long does it take to put one painting? Kama hii from beginning mpaka ishe. Mpaka kuna lightning hapa.
I'll say it always depends. Unajua pia drawing inakuwa na mood.
Yes.
Kuna yenye utafanya within a day umemaliza. Kuna zingine utafanya beats, fanya 2 hours umeacha.
Yeah.
Come back, take another 2 hours uache. Unapata unaweza fanya within 3 to 4 days.
Yes.
But kuna ile utafanya within 1 day na umaliza.
Yeah, because inspiration is there. The mood is right, the vibe is there. Unafanya tu.
And you know when you're creating you need to be in your own space.
Yes.
Without disturbance and all that.
Exactly.
Because ukikuwa na shifts, watu wana move, na distraction inakuwa a lot.
Yes. Do you have a best piece of all time yenye umechora?
All my arts are my best.
Yes.
Because muifanya na out of my heart and willingly.
Yes. That then brings me to the question, what inspires what you draw? Because you don't draw everything, but you draw a lot of things. So what is the inspiration that kicks you like, okay, I think I need to do this one?
Life. Life inakuja na different concept. Life inakuja na a lot of things. Unapata the more una experience different things in life, zinakupea perception ya kufanya something yenye unaona umepitia, let's say your stage ama you're currently going through that process or something, because unapata at times emotions zinakuja in a different way. Unaweza pata at some point utakuwa happy.
Yes.
Happiness, it's all about yourself, but now you can't really be happy all the time.
Yes.
Kuna zile zinakuja in sadness, so you have to express yourself in terms of how you're feeling, because if you feel happy, there's something that you will do to portray your happiness.
Yes.
Ukipitia some sadness or nini, kuna something that you'll do to describe or to show that kuna period ulikuwa unapitia a certain nini, na so we put into paper.
Yes.
So like you're expressing your emotions into art.
Exactly, into art. Before I get to my next question, there are some questions from our viewers. Kangi Mwangi anauliza a question for you. Is there a market for graphic design? If so, between doing a design for corporate and freelance, which one is more viable? So let's start with, is there market for graphic design?
There's a lot of market in graphic design. One thing nitamwambia, first of all, you need to know what you're doing in terms of now design. And before utafuta market nje, brand yourself. Kama za brand, do at least ukitafuta into corporates now what you're doing as your own brand. Because huwezi kuja tu like as much as unakuja ka freelancer and you haven't branded yourself as what you're doing. You know, it's so hard because most corporates wanatafuta a branded designer mwenye ako ana standards. his own.
Yeah. So Kangi, I hope that you have had that response. That I feel like art is one of the most, dynamic spaces. So I definitely think the answer to that question is yes. I want to know, are you selling your pieces? How much are they going for?
Yeah, I'm selling my pieces. Depends on the size, because most sizes that I always do ni a 3, a 2, na a 1.
A 1,
A 3 goes at 5K. A 2 goes at 6,500. And a 1, it depends na, because a 1 ni kubwa.
Yes.
It depends na
content. Yes, whatever it is that you're doing in there. I think those are pretty much affordable. I have heard of way more expensive prices for the same sizes. So if you're getting as low as 3,500, 5,000, sorry,
Let's say
from 5,000 and then 6,500 as you go upwards. And if you know art, you know that those are very fair prices. Is there anywhere you're showcasing your designs?
I have a page on Instagram. You can check Mark Simiyu, MSC,
yes,
SIMIYU, or Facebook. Niko tu hizo page mbili peke yake.
Yes, Mark Simiyu. So much mtu akienda hapo atapata kuna
a lot.
Yes, there are a lot of pieces that are going on. So Mark Simiyu on Instagram and on Facebook is where you can find his work, because that is really the way that you can support his work. Commissioning, can someone commission your pieces?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yes.
Anytime.
Okay. So yes, how can they reach out? Because apart from Max Muse, is there any other page, or is there any other way they can be able to reach out to you?
I can share my number, but mostly ni hizo page mbili peke yake.
Yes.
But I can share my number.
Yes. So Max Muse. So ukienda pale, inbox tu, he will take you through. I'm sure you have done this over and over again. So what are you working on currently? What are you bettering specifically before we close?
Right now, there's a lot of projects that I'm doing. Nataka nikuwe na my own exhibition around October. So I have a series of work that I'm doing right now. Niko nafanya series ya animals. So nafanya a lot of cats, lions, tiger, cheetahs, and the normal cats. So nafanya series ya cats. I want to have my own exhibition around October, November. God willing.
So yes, do you showcase any of these pieces in a gallery?
Not really. I really wanted to do my own exhibition.
Yes.
Before I start now showcasing in galleries.
Them in galleries. Yeah. So cats exhibition, I think that would be amazing, because cats are fascinating. Let's start from there. Any cat series, I'm in. So if you have been looking forward, you can even have your own kuitaka kuchore zote cat family. I'm sure you can do something of the sort. So around October, November. That's not very far away. So we are definitely, Mark Simiyu is his page. So you can go there, Facebook or Instagram, follow through. Utapata tu, I'm sure you will.
There's a lot.
Yes, there's a lot that you can see there, and there's a lot that you can expect from there. So what are the plans after you're done with your postgraduate? Are you diving into ceramics? Ama unataka ku?
I'm actually going into now business and marketing aspects.
Yes.
Because after postgraduate now, I think nitakuwa nimefika point where by now nitakuwa nimejibrand as
properly.
Because art, nimekwambia, you come unakuja na different set of things, because ukifocus na, let's say for instance, drawing sana, itakuwa a bit boring.
Yes, sir.
Because what people want to see something different.
Yes.
Because art, I'm into fashion, I'm into art, and I'm into creative as well.
Yes.
In terms of photography and all that. Now, we can mix art in terms of drawing, art in terms of photography, art in terms of fashion, and you brand yourself as a whole. Now utakuwa a different
as a package, like you are one package, but you have a lot of things that you have incorporated. Yes, in that package. Wow,
now you come into business.
Yes, and now do this business seriously. Wow, then we are looking forward and wishing you all the best in your postgraduate. Maliza, pale kuna kazi mingi. So we are looking out. We are looking out for the works that you are able to do. And so this October, November, let's start from there. Mark Simiyu on Instagram and Facebook. He will be doing a cat series, so you can watch out for where he will be. You never know, mnaweza patana tu huko mtaani, and he is doing amazing work. you have told us your socials, you have told us your branding. You're looking to brand yourself as a package. Are there people that you're working with?
I'm actually into the process of acquiring different people to work with, because
Yes.
I need photographers.
Yes.
I need few graphic designers.
Yes.
I need few content creators, because it's all aspect of art.
Exactly.
And, I can't really do this alone, because I need some few painters as well.
Exactly. And then of course, like you have said, photographers, because these are such amazing pieces. Someone who is taking a picture of them needs to know exactly what they are doing, so that they can showcase exactly what you want done. Well, we do wish you all the best. Asante sana for gracing our studios. I am hoping that it will not take another 4 or 5 years for you to come back here. But after tunaweza kuja for the cut series, we will. I think we need to come and sit down and talk about that exhibition for cut series. I think we definitely need to sit down. You have to follow through, before you blow up, that we know exactly what you have been up to. I think we have covered about the basis of everything. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been an honor and a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Mark Job Simiu, and he is doing amazing work. I think the term creative designer fits you perfectly, because you are across the board. Yes, you are along all creative platforms. Oh yeah, and my producer is asking next time we'll let a ceramic